Good morning. I'm Chris from Worthington Home. Today is a beautiful day. It's early in the morning because I just dropped Eric off at U-Haul. He had to return the truck he had borrowed for a day to finish up a clean out. I noticed on our way a garage sale sign in the neighborhood, so I'm going to check that out. I need to stop at the post office because I have lots of eBay things to ship out. And I might pop up to the Goodwill in Avon because the last time I went, it was closed due to power outages. And nothing is going to make me want to do a thing like preventing me from doing the thing. So anyway, we'll see how the day unfolds. Sometimes I make plans and then I adjust them as things evolve. We'll see. But I hope you'll join me. I want to give you a quick peek at this tag sale. You can see there's lots of tables out here and lots of boxes filled with interesting things. Just digging through this box of bags. And here are lots of bits and pieces. Look at this. Is this like a child's bed with maybe some built-in storage? I'm not really sure. I've never seen that before. And we have some interesting trunks and some old needlework that's very well done. I love that runner, but the silk around it is about to fall apart. Some very pretty linens. We have some really interesting things on this table as well. We have a Santa and some enamelware pitcher and basin pieces and old lamps. Even little plates for light switches. You just never know what you're going to find at a tag sale. This poor girl does not want to hear any more, and I know how she feels. Got some pepper grinders, some beautiful teapots. Wow, I wonder if you're seeing things that you like on this table. This is a gorgeous piece. I love the colors in this. Absolutely beautiful. I love checking out the backs of these pieces. My grandmother always said you can tell skill by the back of a piece almost more than the front. Here's a table full of all of the things I like best. This is a beautiful picture. $12 on this piece. Alfred Meekin, made in England. There are a few little condition issues on this, otherwise I would have snagged it. It's beautiful. And yeah, some beautiful plates and plates with handles and all kinds of other things. This was a fantastic tag sale. So, if you're wondering why I slightly resemble a 1960s airline stewardess with this scarf, it's because I had intended to use this vintage scarf that I had found at an antique store to decorate my hutch in a 4th of July theme. However, time has gotten away from me. It hasn't happened. And to be honest, I am these days not super fond of styling my hutch because the cats just knock everything over anyway. It's a little bit pointless. So I'm just kind of letting that go. And instead, I thought I would rock some 4th of July themes with my scarf. So that's what I'm doing. Besides that, I am beyond excited to show you my tag sale haul. Holy moly. Before we get into it, you might want to pause this video and get yourself a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or whatever it is that you're into, because this is quite a haul. So as I explained in my video intro, my intention was to go to Goodwill in Avon because I couldn't go the day before because of a power outage. But on my way, I saw this tag sale. It was on my street, and it was being coordinated by the Historical Society in town. And I figured, I'll just stop by, I'll take a look. It's probably a small tag sale, maybe pick up 1 or 2 things and I'll be on my way. That is not what happened. They had amazing things and fantastic prices, and they were willing to bundle. And it was so much fun. I actually immediately texted a viewer of this channel and my neighbor, Deb, to say, get yourself over to the meeting house right now. You don't want to miss this tag sale. And for Laura, who's also a viewer, I didn't get in touch with you because I knew you had house guests and a graduation party, and I didn't even want to add to the stuff in your world. That said, yeah, I bought everything. I don't know what to tell you. So let's get right into it. oh my gosh, where to start? Okay, I'm gonna start with the first thing on this table. And that is this very simple cake plate. Oh, and I have to tell you, I can't give you the price of each item because they did a bundle deal. So what I can do is tell you that I spent $63 for everything I'm about to show you. So hopefully that will give you some frame of reference. So anyway, I picked up this very pretty cake plate. This is made in Germany. And I don't think that this will especially resell well on eBay. I thought what I would actually do, because the colors are so good, is I might use it as a piece to put in back of my little Limoges china cabinet, just because the colors are so nice and I like to block so much of that dark wood that's in there. So pick that up. Similarly, I picked up this cake plate. I think it's a cake plate. It's a handled plate at any rate. This one is not marked, but look at the pretty pattern and texture on this. I love this little plate. So I'm probably gonna hang on to that. Again, not a great reselling piece, but a very, very pretty plate. And for $1 or whatever I paid for it, I was perfectly happy to just keep it. Another handled plate right here. This one is from Royal Austria. I love the pattern on this. Again, I love handles in plates. I think that's a great look. Here's the back stamp. And again, I think this will look very, very pretty with all of my Limoges. Okay, continuing with the pretty plates, I found this beauty. I love that center image. Isn't that so gorgeous? And I love the serpentine edge on this. I love everything about this plate. It has a back stamp, but I cannot really tell. I think this is a little French plate, but I am not entirely sure. I'll have to do a little bit of research, but I was very happy to find that. And then, yeah, just continuing on with the plates, I got this little Copeland Spode plate in this really nice blue and white pattern. This is like a little luncheon plate, but I thought the design was gorgeous. Here is the back stamp. I hope you can see it. I know sometimes it goes blurry, but yeah, I thought that was a great little piece. And I think, well, this is hard. Is this my favorite? Definitely one of my favorites that I am for sure keeping is this beautiful, well, it's like a bowl. Yeah, in the exact pattern of Limoges that I love. The pink flowers. This is my very favorite. So this is a Theodore Haviland piece from Limoges, France. And I love this one. I think this is probably my favorite. Moving right along, I'm keeping this one too, I think. Found this, you know, I should say, I'm not a fan of pie plates, as you know, if you watch this vlog. And this might seem pie plate-ish, but I really like this. This is a big bowl with obviously the green details, and it says chef's salad, and it has recipes for salads on it. Now, I like this because I am always looking for a salad recipe, and who doesn't love a chef's salad? I think I will pass on the meat part. But yeah, cooked eggs, celery, romaine, Swiss cheese. Yeah, the rest of it's working for me. So I love this. I'm keeping this. I'm actually gonna put this right here. Okay, here's another bowl I picked up. I just loved the pattern in this bowl. See, it's got like ridges and then this really pretty detail. This is Sheffield Serenade, made in the USA. And I just thought it was a really, really pretty piece. Okay, this is adorable. I bought these two hand-painted Norcrest ducks. So they're little pictures, but they're so cute. Oh my gosh, I thought these were really, really adorable. I don't know what you're supposed to pour in them. I don't know what they're for, if they're for syrup or if they're supposed to be creamers. If you know, please leave me a comment. I have not yet done any research on them. I just thought they were so charming. So they had to come home with me. The cats aren't here, so I can put breakables down. Okay, then I bought this big mold. I loved this. I don't know what I would actually make in it. What would you make this? Like, what would this be for, like a cake? I don't know. Again, I have done no research yet. It says Petru Restaurant and Co. And then something else that I cannot read. But it has a great old look. It has some discoloration from age and some crazing, but that isn't something that bothers me. And I was happy to pick this piece up. Okay, I bought this. I guess this is like what, a font and a basin, which is being used currently as a planter. I didn't do that. I found it that way. But I loved the design on this. It says, I don't know, Sparago maybe? I thought they were really interesting. I see these little pieces at antique stores all of the time. And again, didn't pay $5, I paid less because I had bundled deals. And let me show you the back of this. This was made in France, and it has a little mark. I don't know what that mark depicts. I don't know who made this piece, but you know I am a sucker for anything made in France. And this again is so pretty, and the little top comes off. So I thought that was beautiful. I may end up keeping this, removing the plant, and just putting it, you know, as it would go. So it would look without the plant, something like that. Might be kind of a fun look, but we will see. A girl only has so much wall space. Then I picked up, now this I do remember. This is a Le Creuset. I think this is for like maybe pancake batter or some kind of batter, I think, so you can pour it. I bought this piece and this Le Creuset pitcher. Oops, let me show you that better. Here's the back stamp. It still has a barcode. And here's this one. So these pieces together were a total of $5. That much I can tell you. And I know Le Creuset is a wonderful brand, and these are really well made. And I think the purple is a fun color. So I was excited to find those. Those will probably end up on my store. I picked up this urn. You know, it is definitely like kind of beaten up, but I sort of like that about it. This was just made in India. It's silver plated, Gottinger it says. And I thought this could be a really interesting piece. Now, of course, Destructo cats will not let me have flower arrangements, but if I put it on top of my husband's dresser in our bedroom, I might get away with it. And, you know, someday, hopefully, they won't be so destructive. So I think that could be a really fun statement piece. Okay, I've already kind of given this one away because you saw it in the background. This is really beautiful. This like bottle with the stopper. And I think that is all part of the original set. Isn't that pretty? This is B&G, Royal Copenhagen. Oh, actually just says Royal Copenhagen. And I love the colors on this. So I don't know if I'll sell this or keep it. I'll definitely keep it for a while anyway. I think it's really lovely. Let me show you the back. And then I picked up this adorable lamp. I love lamps with blue flowers on them. It doesn't have a finial or a shade, so I would have to pick one up. I do find them sometimes on my travels, but I thought this was really, really pretty, and I love the gold detail on it. And we've lost so many lamps in the last months that getting some extras is not a bad idea. And I love this one has such a like a low profile. It could really go in many places. So very happy to find this guy. Oh, I'll show you the bottom. I don't think there was anything on it. Nope, just the felt backing. So, and the back is plain.
but I really like that. I'm gonna definitely keep that one.
Okay, so then I picked up two beautiful textiles. So I picked this one up. This was all hand done. This is needlepoint. Here's the back. Look at how neat and tidy this person did this work. So impressive. I think what I'm going to do with this one actually is make it into a pillow. I don't know if I'll do it or I'll have somebody do it. Probably I'll do it. Might be a good kind of wintry project. And I'm going to put this in the study because the colors are perfect. And I've been cultivating kind of a, not literal, but a dark academia inspired kind of look up in the study. So I think this will fit in really beautifully. And I spend so much time up there. That's where I do all of my editing and all of my eBay listing. And I do have a part-time job working from home as well. I do that there. So it'll be nice to have a fun pillow and that like hand done needlepoint in the room. And speaking of, okay, ready for this? This is really beautiful too. I don't know what I'm doing with this one, full disclosure, but isn't that so good? I'm gonna lay it down so you can get a better look. Okay, here is a better look. Another gorgeous needlework piece. Look at the details on this. I love it. I love the flower patterns. I even like this mustardy background color. And my guess is that this was going to be a seat, like a seat cover. It just has that kind of shape. But again, I might turn this into a pillow for somewhere, maybe in the library. I don't know, this is so beautiful. I just could not pass it by. And I have so much respect for the amount of hours something like this takes. It really is special, all done by hand. Here is the back. Look at the back, is so well done as well. This person definitely knew what they were doing. And now I can give you a better look at the green one as well. Just find that amazing. So really happy to find both of these pieces, and I do intend to keep them and make them into something usable for the house. So I think that was not bad for $63. I ended up having to have them hold everything for me while I raced like a crazy person to an ATM machine. I didn't have the cash on me. Eric always has cash on him, but he wasn't with me, so I had to make a quick beeline to the cash machine. And then I picked everything up and I moved on with my day, and I decided, hey, I've gotten so many things to go to Goodwill after this is just greedy. So, and I had plenty of things I needed to do at home. So I took all of my treasures home and I kept them in a box because I wanted to unveil all of them with you. So that was really fun. And thank you for joining me with that. However, don't go, because there is a part 2 to this same tag sale. I decided to go back the next day. I was actually planning to help Eric with the rest of the estate clean out that we were doing that was in the neighborhood. He just was going to do some like bagging of stuff, like things that were just going to go. And I thought, you know, it's not that helpful, but sometimes the moral support can be really good. But right before I was supposed to meet him, I decided to go to day 2 of the tag sale just in case any new stuff might have made its way out, or I don't know, maybe there were things that I missed that were covered by other things that I would see the next time around. And I bought more. So again, I can't tell you individual prices because it was a bundle. And I can tell you I spent $20 for everything I'm going to show you now. So I'm going to start with, oh, so heavy, this bookend. There's only the one. But look at the kitties. Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't have 2 irises. My house couldn't tolerate 2 irises, but this reminded me so much of Iris. It's so adorable with the basket. Oh my gosh, this guy is really heavy. There's the bottom, nothing special there. And again, there weren't 2 bookends, there's just the one. I don't know, I think this is a bookend. Maybe it's not a bookend. Maybe it's just meant to be a little standalone piece, and actually it is signed. I didn't notice that until just now. So I will have to do some research on this, but I'm definitely keeping it. And I'm gonna put it to the side so I can give you a better look at it after I finish showing you what I picked up. Then I bought this cute little bunny print. I thought this had a very like 1920s look to it, 1920s, 1930s, and I thought that could be a really cute piece to pop in my hutch, assuming that the hutch is safe to have things in it once again someday, maybe by next Easter, who knows. But this was framed and I thought it was just adorable. And also it was starting to get rained on and I had to save it. I know there are viewers of this channel who also like to save things because I get a lot of comments about, oh, I would have saved that too. I think sometimes when you love old things, yeah, it comes like maybe hand in hand with this little bit of a tendency to rescue old things, to save them from the ravages of time or neglect or weather or whatever. So I imagine I'll have people who understand my need to pull that out of the rain. Oh, this next piece is really beautiful. This is a little gravy boat in a flow blue pattern. That's really nice. I like the handle very much. Here is the bottom, and I'm not sure what it says. I'm looking at it now, but I definitely don't know what it says. I'll see if I can look it up. If I can find who made this, I will put a little comment below, but I'm not sure if I can. So anyway, this is so pretty. That will probably end up on my eBay store. And I picked up this little textile. So this, I don't know, this is like maybe a case for something because it has little inserts like that. So I know sometimes lingerie cases are like that, but usually lingerie cases are done in some kind of like silk or satin. So I'm not sure what this is, but again, it's all hand done and it's gorgeous. So I had to have it. And again, here is the back. I don't know, could you like hang that up? I just seem to have ripped it. I don't know. I don't know, what do you think this is? Do you think this could be a lingerie case? Again, I've only ever seen them in silk or satin, that kind of thing. So if you think you know, please leave me a comment. But I thought that was really pretty and I just could not leave it behind. Oh, then I bought something that I thought was really interesting. So this was going to be a little handmade bag. Maybe the person who made this was going to like get a little kit, like the metal works that would go with this, and then assemble it all together. There was no back to it. And the woman who was manning the sale said to me, there's definitely no back. It's not that it's gotten separated. They had kept track of everything really carefully. And she said from the start, they were looking for a back and there wasn't one. I don't know if that means that the person just didn't intend to do it that way. Maybe they just intended to have a plain fabric back, or maybe the project was interrupted or the person lost interest, but I thought that was just so interesting. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I just couldn't leave it behind. I don't know. It was fascinating, especially, I don't know, something about the fact that it wasn't even finished interests me more somehow, which maybe sounds odd. But I never said I wasn't odd, so, you know, you can't call me a hypocrite. There at least is that. Okay, final thing. I told you this was a big haul. Final thing is this beautiful plate. I thought it was really gorgeous. And this one was made in England. And can I read it? I cannot. But if I can read it later, I will again write down what it was on the bottom of the screen. But I thought this was really lovely. Another kind of flow pattern. So yeah, so $83 total for all of the things I just showed you, which I could never have. Oh, one more thing. I was gonna say, I never could have gotten so much stuff at any thrift store that I'm aware of, or any thrift store around here, that's for sure. I also ended up, actually this is funny, I was kind of eyeing this big basket. I thought it had kind of a great look to it. And I just took a peek at the price tag. I always look at price tags, even when I'm not necessarily gonna buy something. It was $7. I was just taking a peek at it. I happened to look at the price tag, which is a thing I always do. And the woman said, don't look at that price tag. We'll give it to you for a much better price. And so I was like, okay, I won't. And she threw it in with the rest of the bundle, and I couldn't leave it behind. It really is a very pretty basket. And I'm always in need of baskets for things. I have chickens, so I'm always gathering eggs. We have specific metal egg baskets that we use, but sometimes I'm out there and I don't have it in hand. Also, this is great for gathering flowers and bringing them in the house, which I don't do that much right now with the cats, but historically, I am big with flowers and certainly hope to be again sometime if the cats learn to behave. We'll see. So yeah, so I picked this up. Incredible haul, I think. Lots of interesting things, lots of things for myself, lots of things for the store. I don't know exactly what I'm doing with every single thing yet. Certainly some projects to be had. But yeah, it was really fun. And the prices were so low, it was okay to like take some chances and buy some things that, you know, I didn't know how much use I would get out of them, but for $1 or whatever, why not? I should also mention there was a bake sale going on. They had so many great things and everybody working the sale. They were all volunteers. They were so lovely. And I actually am thinking about joining the Historical Society. My neighbor Heidi, who is wonderful, she is the nicest human. She's a member. And, you know, I don't know, it could be interesting. I love history. I love old things. One of my favorite parts of having this channel actually is I get to share my passion with people that also have it. And it's nice. You know, none of my kind of longstanding friends are really antiquers or thrifters or people who love old things like I do. And it's nice to have a community of supporters who also really enjoy these things. So to be part of a historical society and, you know, have a chance to chat and interact and get to know other people who feel passionate about the history of this town. And there's a lot of history here. I think that might be a nice experience. So we'll see. I have to look up and see like when's their next meeting. I talked a little bit with Heidi about it, but I'll definitely keep you posted. By the way, I have an interesting challenge to throw out there. If there are any viewers who are crafty, who feel like they could take this and turn it into an actual purse, I would be happy to send this to you. So I would send it to the first person who asked. I would just go first come, first serve. You have to be a subscriber. That's the only catch. And well, no, there's a second catch. The second catch is a bigger catch. You have to be willing to eventually, when you get to it, you have to get to it within the year. And then you have to share pictures of it when you're finished so I can show it on the channel. So if anybody is up for that challenge, certainly leave me a comment. Again, it would be my pleasure to send this to somebody first come, first serve, but you have to show me the finished product because I will be so curious to see. So let me know if that's of interest to anybody. Here is a close-up of the bag. Look at the tiny little stitches in this. That is amazing to me. That would have made such a beautiful bag. And let me show you the handle. Here is the handle all ready to go as well. So there's that. Here is a close-up of the plate. Really pretty. This will end up on my eBay store. And here is a better view of the back stamp. There's this one. I can see England for sure. See something that says earn. There's another one. And here is a better close-up of the gravy boat. It is so pretty. I like the gold details on this too. And here is the back stamp for this. Argyle, maybe? Oh, I don't know. And then here is a close-up of the bunnies. They are so cute. They're not, oh no, there is a little tiny signature there. Don't ask me what it says. I could not tell you. Here is a close-up of the case. It goes like this.
And that's the inside, the pockets. Now, it just always blows my mind that people can make things like this. Makes me wonder what I do with my time. And then the other thing I wanted to give you the better close-up of was this adorable piece with the cats. I thought this was a bookend, but maybe it isn't. I'm not really sure, but it's so, so cute. And here again is the little signature. Not sure what it says, but I love things that remind me of my furry friends.
Okay, I've done some reshuffling in my little Limoges cabinet. I put this little cake plate behind the teapot, and then this other little handled cake plate right here. And what else? Oh, here, no, where is it? Oh, here is the beautiful bowl that I bought. And let's see, oh, and there's one last piece. Yep, it's this plate right here with the handles. So a few more pieces, and I think I'm gonna purge a couple as well. I'll show you which ones I think I'm gonna put on my store. Okay, I think this beautiful creamer and sugar is gonna go on my store, not because I don't love them, because I really, really do, just because I don't collect the blue. And I'm gonna put this beautiful big tureen on my eBay store as well. Again, another piece that's hard to say goodbye to, but I already have a tureen in the pink. For now, I'm gonna put this Royal Copenhagen decanter on my shelf with the other blue and white pieces I've collected. Here is my home, at least for now, for this cute little cat piece. I don't even know what the right word is for this because I am now convinced it is not a bookend, but I put it here in the library on this very tall filing cabinet piece and card catalog. It's like kind of a jack of all trades, but this is a nice safe place away from little paws that might be tempted to knock it over and check it out. And it also has a good spot in the room where I can see it. I think it really is adorable. I think it's time to take this basket out for a spin. Gonna see how it does, gathering some flowers. I'd like to put a little arrangement on the brick patio out back. So let's just take a walk into the beautiful sunshine. I keep a lot of my pretty flowers around the side garden. So I'll just take a walk over here. And as we walk on the brick sidewalk, don't mind some of the weeds. I keep weeding the space and they keep popping back faster than I can even yank them out again. So here's some hydrangeas. And as you can see, they're spilling onto the ground. So I'm gonna cut off some of these. I think they'll look really pretty. Just gonna cut a few. I couldn't find my garden shears, so I just grabbed a pair of scissors. I know I have like 10 pairs somewhere. These are really pretty. They didn't come up last year. And I'm just gonna fill this little urn full of water. And here are the hydrangeas out on the patio. I put a big rock in the bottom so they wouldn't easily tip over. And they're looking a little ragged because they've actually been out here for a few hours by the time I finally took this footage, but I think they look very pretty. And now, before I close off, I think we need a little Indy and Iris moment. Let's check it out. As you can see, Indy's enjoying feeling tall and mighty on top of this box that just came in from Amazon. And they love to knock over this little tray. I keep popping it back where it belongs and it always lands on the floor again. But he's a happy guy on top of his little perch. And here is Iris taking a little snooze next to some boxes and bins that I use to transport things from my car to the house. And Licorice is here as well. Not sure where Wilson has gone off to. I think he might actually be upstairs. But except for Wilson, the gang's all here. I hope you enjoyed this very large tag sale haul. It was a great day. It was so much fun. Thank you for joining me. I have a big favor to ask. I think currently at 1,600 viewers, which is wonderful, subscribers, which is wonderful, and I'm so grateful for that. But boy, would I like to get to 2,000. That would be really awesome. So if you haven't subscribed, please take a moment and do that. I promise I will never reach out to you. I will never send you anything weird. I will never share your information with any other person. It just helps my channel grow. And the more people that watch and subscribe, the more YouTube pushes out my video to more people. And that means I get to make more videos. So if you would do that, that would be wonderful. And either way, whether you subscribe or you don't subscribe, please take a moment to like this video if you liked it. And I hope wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you have a great day. Bye.